This is the plaintiff, Lana Mendez. She says she was forced to buy a wig because of a medical treatment. So she went to the defendant's shop and told her she only wanted one made out of real hair. She paid the woman close to $1,000, then took her to a salon for a wash and dry, and the thing melted because it was made with fake hair. The defendant royally ripped her off, royally took advantage of her, and now she's going to be royally sued for the $910.58 she's owed. This is Joe, representing the defendant, a beauty parlor. Joe says the plaintiff brought a wig made from real hair to her specific specifications, and then a few days later, she tried to return it. Seems she shaved her head and decided she didn't want to wear a wig after all. After that, they were threatened at the beauty parlor. The cops were called in because in this day and age, you never know. And as disheartening as it is, here they are. They're accused of wigging out on a customer.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Lana Mendez.
Yes, hi.
You are suing the beauty parlor represented here by, you're both partners in it?
Yes, we're both co-founders.
Joe and Michelle, who have asked us not to use their last names, and we'll respect that, nor the name of the beauty parlor. All right, you're suing them for $910.58 for, is it a beauty parlor or is it a wig store, or is it both?
It's both.
Okay. For $910.58 for a wig that you purchased from them, which you say is not as represented. Okay, tell me what happened.
Your Honor, the reason why I went there is because I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I'm sorry, honey, how you doing?
I'm doing better.
Yeah?
Yes. I went to my doctor. He gave me a list of places where I can go purchase my wigs. The first place I went to was their place. So I went there. That was my first choice. I went there. I had a prescription, which I told her I need a wig that is actually real hair.
Okay, because the wigs come in synthetic or real.
Yes. She had a...
The real, when we say real, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
When we say real, we're talking about real human hair.
Real human hair, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So she had a couple, she showed me two wig pieces. One was blonde, but I didn't want blonde because I'm a brunette. The other was a brunette. I don't know the differentiation between real hair and fake hair, but she had one. I said, okay, great, I'll take it.
Wait, if you don't know the differentiation...
I didn't know that if it was real hair, but I knew by her because I trusted her consult. She was 15 years of, experience.
Who did you talk to there?
Michelle.
Okay, and she said to you that what?
That this is real hair.
Okay, and all right, but was that something that you were looking for?
Yes, I definitely wanted it, and because of the money, the price is what it was, for real hair. I wanted real hair because I had real hair at one time. I wanted to put real hair back in my, I just want to cover up.
Okay.
I wanted to make it as quick as possible for myself. That day, Sunday, I went to my sister's salon. I went there to get my hair buzzed. I needed something private. I didn't want to go and expose myself, so I needed someone who just will do it privately, so my sister buzzed my hair off. And when I went there, she actually washed it. She
washed what?
Washed the hair.
The wig?
The wig itself. Okay. She went to wash it, and she went to blow dry it. And then it started to dissolve, started to kind of burn out, the wig itself.
Can I see it?
Yes. Okay. This is not the box of the wig. They gave me a box that wasn't for the wig.
Okay. I may need you to come up here so you can show me where it is that it dissolves.
Sure.
Okay.
You want to come up?
Yeah, come on up right here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's pretty much on one. If you feel it right here, this burned out, this whole entire section.
Okay, so did a piece of it fall off, or you mean the texture's different?
Texture and a couple pieces fell off.
Okay.
And then we stopped from there. We didn't do anything after that.
Okay, and then...
I didn't want to proceed. I didn't want to make it more worse than what it should, it could have been.
Right, and, okay, so go ahead and go back. And then, what did you do?
I went back to them on Tuesday. I spoke to somebody from the front desk, and I asked her, I need to speak to Michelle. She told me she wasn't there. And I said, okay, you know, at least, and I told her what happened. She called on the phone. Michelle had told her, tell her there's a sign that says, we have a policy that says no refund policy.
Okay, but your sister, what was your sister doing to, is your sister here?
No, she's not.
Okay, what was your sister doing to the hair?
She was just blow drying. She went to dry it and she wanted to blow dry it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, and when she did that, it changed the texture of the hair?
Yes, and then she stopped from there.
Okay. And so from that, did you ever take this hair to somebody else to conclude whether it was synthetic or real?
I did. The same day, somebody came, one of a person from the salon down the street came in who's also experienced. My sister's not, but she thought there was something wrong with the hair. So she called her and told her, please, can you come up? I need you to check out something. The girl looked at it and discovered that it was fake hair.
Do you have an affidavit from her?
I do, actually, I do. I was notarized and everything.
So at some point she comes up to you guys, right? Somebody talks to her. Michelle, is it you?
No.
Well, if I may, Your Honor.
Yeah, go ahead.
First and foremost, you know, a lot of sympathy goes out to Lana and her family for everything that she's going through. But the facts remain that on February 19th, she did come in and purchase a wig. And on February 26th, her and her family, or her supporters, I'm not really sure who they are, started calling the salon and making threats of physical harm.
What kind of threats?
That they were going to call the police, come down, and kick your blanket when the police are there.
Okay.
In turn,
That was their first gesture to you, or was their first gesture, give me my money back, to which, because this is fake hair,
No.
to which they were responded, there's no refunds?
no, the first gesture, from what I understand, we weren't at the shop, was that they came in to try to return the item, and the front desk said, look, Michelle's not here, let's make an appointment. Let's try and get you in so Michelle can
According
take
to
care
her,
of
they
this.
called Michelle right there, and that Michelle said, so I'm asking you this question,
Yes.
and that Michelle said, well, there are no refunds, tell her to
No,
look at
I said, explain to her our refund policy.
Yeah, which is there no
She's
refunds.
more than welcome to come in tomorrow, and we can look at it tomorrow,
right.
and we can take the next step.
And then what happens? She
They
doesn't
wanted
come in,
nothing.
and then you get the phone calls
Then we start
Then
getting the phone
we get
calls.
the violent threats
Yes.
to me,
to you.
which was not a good place for me.
Okay, and then?
At that point, our first concern is to keep our staff safe and our clients safe, so we contacted the Eastchester Police Department, at which time they filed the report, and they also reached out to Lana, and they advised us not to engage any further, as this may escalate to something where it
Okay,
will
but
not
at
be.
some point, you see the wig.
On March 4th, she showed up with Howard Thompson from Channel 11, Howard on your side.
He's like a whistleblower, kind of like
Whistleblower, yes,
on the
like
news?
we're
I
gonna
love these
expose
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so who ended
Howard?
up on air?
Nobody.
It never made it.
Oh, you just
because-
told him to go away?
No,
we
because-
talked to him, we engaged, and this is where I had a very lengthy conversation with Howard, and I explained our position. We've been in business for 15 years. Our commitment is to the community. We do countless charity work for free that we get no recognition for. We set up a program with the American Cancer Society to recycle gently used wigs, that we can recycle them and put them back into the program to give for free to cancer patients. So I explained that to Howard, and Howard at the time, all he wanted was to get another wig for Lana.
Right, but what did Lana want?
Well, apparently she had her underlying
Well, no,
thing.
underlying, she's the, Howard has this television thing. She has what she wants. What is
just
it
know
you
what
wanted?
I
Howard-
wanted my money back.
You just wanted your money back.
That's
You didn't
it.
want another wig. Okay.
I didn't want it.
Now,
And
here's the
Howard
thing.
kept
It all
saying-
boils down to just a contracts case for me.
Yes.
Right? So I realize there's a motion there, there's a motion here, but it's a contracts case. So I now want to show, did anybody ever show you the wig?
They were all standing there, the camera's on me, they handed me the wig, and it wasn't the wig I sold her.
Okay, all this happened like all in the same moment? Like
In
there
the
was
same
only
moment.
one camera crew?
There was one camera. But
Okay.
I had him staring at me, I had her staring at me.
Oh, she was there with the guru?
Yes, she was there when Howard was saying all she wanted was another wig. I looked at the wig, that wasn't the wig I sold her. But if all she wants is another wig, we'll get her another wig.
Okay,
I ordered her another wig.
do you have the box from the wig they sold you?
That's the box they gave me.
I thought you said that wasn't the box.
No, that's not the box for that wig.
Right, do you have the box of the wig
No,
they sold you?
that's what they
I...
gave. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's the box they gave me. I don't have the box for that wig. They gave me that box to put that
Oh,
wig in
this
there.
is the box
yes,
that they gave you?
Yes.
Blonde with chunky highlights, medium, long, straight. Is it possible you gave her this box? How much did she pay for the wig?
$910.
with
Okay.
tax. Sure.
Okay.
I also-
So you're going to look
Also,
at this
when I
and you're going to
when-
tell me that's not the wig I sold her.
Okay.
Show me the paperwork from the wig.
There you go.
That's what I'm looking for. And you too. Yes, the same thing I need from you.
Here's my receipts.
Okay.
Copy, I'm sorry.
Okay, it says nothing. This is, New Choice Hair Goods is the company you bought it from?
Yep.
Right, it just says item number. How do you know that's not your wig?
Because I sold her the wig.
And how is this one different from the one you sold her?
It didn't have all this stuff on it.
What's all of this stuff that you're
Like
pointing?
the construction of it wasn't like that. It was more of like that, more skin-like.
So show me where you describe the wig you sold her.
What do you mean I described the wig?
I mean, here's how we break down these cases, okay? I wasn't there. So what I try to do is, like a detective, backtrack and reconstruct. So the way I do that is, if you're telling me that's not my wig, and she's saying, yes, it is, then what I try to do is see like how it was described in the paperwork. For example, if you have a sales receipt and the sales receipt has the same name that's on that tag, I tend to not believe you, right? Because then, you know, kind of odd that she would go through the effort of buying a different one of this with the same brand name. So I'm looking for specifics. There's no specifics in your receipt from your purchase. There's no specifics in her receipt from her purchase. So how am I gonna, it said is not, is to, is not, is to. Did you buy another wig?
No, I have pictures of that wig being there because I took it in the room that they put me in.
Oh,
Of the
let's
wig.
see. I don't, you didn't take pictures of the inside of it or anything, right?
No, that's just
Okay,
the
well,
cover up
let's see,
because they
it's
had it. And that's the wig there that you have in your hand.
So this is at their place?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey 11 here. So, are real hair wigs a scam? That, you know, anybody can say, hey, it's real hair, and can you really tell the difference?
I think the only way you could tell the difference would be if you had one on your head and you were styling it.
Yeah, but that's about you. I mean, it's really about, can other people tell the difference?
I don't know. It depends all if you're a stylist.
Oh, come on, who's got a point of view here? Who has a point of view on this thing?
I mean, I guess you would be able to tell. It might be more straggly if it's not real hair. It might be like unmanageable. And
Would you spend way more money for real hair if you had to have a wig?
I mean, I would have to see both of them, the real and the fake hair.
I can't get a real answer down here to save my life. Going inside the courtroom.
And that's the wig that you see there on my head. I took a selfie, showed it to my sister, I asked her what does she thinks.
Your Honor, she also tried on.
I mean, it looks like
3
it, you know, I'm
wigs.
sure there's a lot that look like it, but, you
I
know.
only tried on one wig.
Is that
You
not
tried
the
on
one
3
that
wigs.
she, I mean,
I tried
listen,
on-
you know, this is a lot of effort to go through to just like pawn off, you know, to keep your good wig, which she was happy to buy, right? And then like buy some cheap wig and then take it to this level where she not only tries to return it, but calls Help Me Howard or whatever you guys call this Howard. We have a Help Me Howard in South Florida, you know, and then comes to the people's, it's an awful lot of effort for a cancer patient. She's got a lot of stuff on her plate to
Absolutely.
just try to frame you. It's getting a little ridiculous at this point. But look, it does look like it. I'm sorry, let me show you the pictures because I didn't show them.
If I may, Your Honor,
Yep.
there were claims made that she was unemployed and that she needed the money to pay for the insurance to continue the chemotherapy. We put a notice out to Howard and saying that because of that, we'd like to help the plight and start a fund to help Lana and other cancer patients.
Why don't you just
that are
help Lana return her money? I mean, that's all she wanted. She didn't need you to start a fund for her.
Because she came with us with threats of media exposure.
Yeah, but after
and
that, you
physical
said that.
violence. And physical violence, Your
I
Honor.
know, but I know. So that's a reason not to start a fund. You're telling me you want to start a fund after the threats. So
With Howard. With Help Me Howard.
Okay.
Because he was involved.
All right. I'm ruling in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $910.58. That's my judgment.
Well, the defense will be paying back the plaintiff for that wig, and what's your feeling on that outcome?
Listen, my heart goes out to her. I just, you know what? Bullying and threatening people, I think, sends a wrong message.
You think that's what she was doing? Why would she do this to you?
Because she's also trying to claim it from her insurance company, which we just received a phone call about. So she's trying to collect from any which way that she possibly can. I know times are tough, but these aren't the methods that should be used.
Why
to
didn't
be
you
able-
just give her back her money for the wig in the first place? Why didn't you just do that? That would have been simple.
Well, it was the physical threats initially
Okay.
that came first really put us at arm's length to be able to try and do anything and work with her.
Okay. All right, right around the corner this way, all right? So come on in here. You satisfied now? How this comes out?
It turned out great for me. I'm so happy for the judge looked at it in the right way, and that's what I wanted. the right decision to be made.
What about the physical threats and all that stuff that they say about you?
There wasn't, because there's no proof. I know my sister just made her attempt call just to say, listen, guys, you know, you're not reaching out to Lana. Give us a call. Let us reconcile this. They weren't.
That's it? That's the threat?
My sisters wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't do any threats. They're not looking to harm the situation, especially in my case.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, there's really common sense going on here. Why would the plaintiff go out and buy another wig if the defendant's wig really was real? That kind of answers the whole thing.